So, Boulder. First thing came to mind.
My name is Jennifer Bonneron. The first question I want to ask you guys is, what are the first words that come to mind when I say the ocean? The answer is not so simple for those who spend their life in endless study of marine sciences. They are called marine biologists, and they research 71% of the ocean's surface. They really are the key holders to the ocean's secrets. Marine biologists take on long work hours, countless study time, but it's all for the greater good. The University of Texas states that marine biology is the study of marine organisms, their behavior, and their interaction with the environment. Many colleges and universities offer programs for this study, and there's a small list provided by the Marine Biology webpage with options like Cornell University, University of Southern Mississippi, and Queen's University in Ireland. Any level of education will aid in helping find a job in marine biology, ranging from a bachelor's to a doctoral degree. Because the field is so vast, there are multiple concentrations that someone can go into, but when taking classes, students can expect to take zoology, marine ecology, and mathematics. So what opportunities are there for freshly graduated students? Well, marine biologists spend a lot of their time in the ocean collecting water samples or tagging whales, but they also spend days and weeks in the laboratory analyzing data, crunching numbers, and documenting their research, which for newcomers comes in the form of about 1 to 3 year unpaid internship. An example of previous research, according to a Harvard database, is someone was exploring how bioluminescence can enhance non-invasive imaging, and there is another discovery of quorum sensing, which is the discovery of smart talking bacteria. So the beautiful thing about having a broad spectrum of study is that one scientist can be conducting research in Chicago while another one is in Hawaii simultaneously. An example of this can be shown by Science Daily, where there was a study on abundant nitrogen-fixing microbes on the surface ocean conducted by A. Murat-Irin, where he found that nitrogen-fixing microbes can attach themselves to ammonia, basically making this ammonia bioavailable, sort of like a renewable resource for other microorganisms. While these scientists have a hefty job, they are quite low on the pay grade. Starting salaries range from $31,000 to $71,000 for those who have a bachelor's degree. The state of North Carolina actually offers a $52,520 salary, which is higher compared to a recent survey by the National Association of Colleges, which states that the median salary of graduates with a bachelor's degree earn about $50,000 a year. The job market for marine biology is slowly increasing. According to the environmentalscience.org, there is an estimated 3 to 7% job growth by 2022. Of course, the chance to save the world is much more valuable than money. I want to go ahead and go into a new research that was found by 2 Brazilian biologists named Ignacio Amigo and Luis Rosa. Their study was on cataloging fungal life in the Antarctic Sea. While they were doing their research, they found that a lot of organisms and fungi actually call this frozen tundra their home. Among them were penicillium and Rhodotorula xenobiotic, which is a pigmented yeast species that can protect against UV rays, basically making it a microbial sunscreen. Another fungi that was found was Expelia xenobacteria, which is commonly found in polluted air environments, which really begs the question that why in the far reaches of the world are these bacteria coming up if they indicate polluted environments? There was also a concern of noxious fungi being washed into the ocean after more ice caps melt. Because of this, Luis Rosa thinks that this could maybe indicate why penguins are showing up on the coast of Brazil. There are also a lot of commercial uses for the fungus that they have found, such as fighting against tropical diseases like dengue fever or protecting against extreme conditions. In conclusion, marine sciences.
Go.
What got you interested in marine biology in the first place?
Oh, okay. since I was young, I really wanted to go into entomology, the study of bugs. But, you know, as I sort of looked into that a little bit more, I've been around animals all my life, and marine biology is really something that can help everyone. There's always something that's found in the sea that can be used in our lives, such as the bioluminescence and the phoron sensing, as well as the microbial sunscreen. I mean, if we take that and implement it into maybe making a sunscreen for ourselves, it could be maybe a better option, it could be a cheaper option, things like that. So there's a lot of things that come with that can help everyone.
Do you have any particular area of marine biology that you're especially excited about, sort of like deep sea life or microorganisms?
I'll say deep sea, yeah.
I was just gonna ask, most of my friends that I know that wanted to go into marine biology are all because then they could go to the Bahamas and study. But you mentioned in your talk that you were, interested in extremophiles and things, and I'm like, so you were talking about going to the Antarctic?
Yeah, the two people that were doing that were actually from Brazil.
Mhm.
And they spend about, they are biologists, they have other work in Brazil,
Mhm.
but they spend, I believe it's their summers in Antarctica.
Mhm.
Um,
So are you interested in the biology or the ecology, or which aspect of that? Because there's plants, there's animals,
Right, of course.
there's chemistry, there's a lot of different ways to get to where you're going.
Right, of course. I think that, studying the animals more, I've just been around animals all my life. And, I love trying to help and protect them.
And are you thinking that you said the deep sea, but Antarctica seems more and more as it's melting, that there's more and more that's being revealed.
Yes,
So while it's a
yes.
sad thing that it's melting, it's really kind of cool scientific.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's really awesome, but there's also some drawbacks with that too. I mean, things like the ice got frozen in ice and now it's being thawed out.
Yeah.
And it's not that, that was a pretty awesome discovery, but it's everything that's melting in the ice isn't necessarily good.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Plagues.
Yes.
I got a question. With the things that you've been able to find out in marine biology and a lot of the good things that have come out, and a lot of, even though there's good and bad in everything, why are they not paid better? Because, I mean, you're looking at newer forms of fuel, ways to use these things to help people, but you're paid nothing.
Yes, I was sort of saddened to see that the salary was so low. I think though is that a lot of our money is going into other things. I don't know if you've noticed, but I know that a couple years back I would see a lot of commercials and stuff about, save the beaches, make sure you do, you put your plastic bags here, or do things with your cardboard. Well, I don't see that as much. I think that marine biologists, or that area is sort of losing money as far as funding. And I think that's why their salary is becoming so low, and that's why, their job growth is 3 to 7%. So, yeah, I think it's largely due to funding.
Wait until the oceans rise and then it'll
Yes.
swing back up.
Yes.
That's actually a really interesting point you brought up about the pay, because do you think that pay scale has anything to do with the long-term return on the investment? Because the work you do as a marine biologist might take, we'll say 5 to 8 years for certain projects. So we live in a world, a society now where everybody wants something for their money. Right there. So it's kind of hard to put investment in something that you have no guarantee for because it's theoretical.
Right, that's something too. I mean, there's a lot of sciences that, especially medical science, where yes, you do get a lot of output from your input. And yeah, I think that is a good point, that probably because it takes so long that people are like, well,